Salam alaikum, girl bosses. Today, we're getting a job because we're a couple of cowboys. Now, let's look at Job for a Cowboy. You know, it's been 9 years since they released music. Me, as a fetal little fetus, as one would say, wasn't really into Job for a Cowboy before, just because I didn't really listen to deathcore until 2019. I'm late to it. But I have heard the Doom EP. I know the mythos, the legend, the lore of it all. So I understand the hype. But I do know after the Doom EP, they went in a more technical, more death metal direction, you know, which differs from their contemporaries who embraced the deathcore style. So I'm excited to see how their sound has transformed here with the Agony Seeping Storm. What does that mean? It means there's some leakage. There's some discharge. This storm, it's fucking high flow rate. Let's get into this. Before we get into this, friends, family, and countrymen, let's talk about the links down below. There are links to my personal musical project, Sunscourge, where I collaborate with vocalists in the metal scene. Also, in the link down below are links to my social media pages. Please follow. Also, there's a Discord. Let's do it. The Agony is Seeping, Storm, Discharge. Period. That is technical. Different band. That is so fucking technical. Black Dahlia murder? Just saying. Ooh. I don't know if that's how you use that. Okay, the way they're doing their technical and progressive elements sounds like Obscura, but like Agrossi era. This hole was made for me. Bro is spanking that bass. Dude, I fucking love that bass tone. Dude, they're really conveying a lot of emotion with this. It feels like there's a story here, separate from just the music video. Ow! Bro got circumcised. There's actually a lump on my balls, and I think I should probably get it looked at. Dude, the bass here is so fucking good. Baby! What? What? That was, bruh. I really thought that video was gonna turn like that cave was gonna be like a human-shaped hole, a little Junji Ito, Junji Ito, him, a reference, an homage to that particular short story that he had, but fucking it was the birth canal the whole time. That's crazy. So the only job for a cowboy that I've heard before, fellas, let me tell you, it was the Doom EP, and that was it. And I heard a few things, but I haven't really caught up. I haven't caught up in the job for a cowboy lore. I'm not up to date, and that's just okay. But I will say, what a switch up, honestly, because some of the things that came after the Doom EP, they suggested a technical direction, but this direction is so dang gone technical. And let me tell you, wasn't really ready for that. That was kind of surprising. I think the execution of it, that was like the perfect balance of like technical, progressive, and also deathcore. Just like flawless execution, really. Just because the way it's performed is done as well. Wait, the way it's performed is done. The way it's performed, the execution, the actual writing of each given section, the execution is done well, is what I was trying to say before I had a mini stroke. That was another one. So that was cool. But then also like the structure too, very, very progressive structure, right? It actually it pushed the song forward. It progressed the song. And I like that quite a bit. I've noticed I'm not so much into circular song structures. I like them if they have really, really dang on catchy sections, either the chorus, the verse. There's got to be a really catchy, groovy element. You got to have a bit of an earworm for a circular song structure to work. So if you have an all right song, maybe it's chunky or whatever. If your chorus is weak, it's like, stop going back to it. Let it go. Let it go. Here, the execution was done well. I just feel like the overall structure, you really told a story. And, there was a story going on. There was a story going on. But I think in the absence of the music video, that story would still be conveyed. Or that sense of moving forwards, getting to something new. It's just a new type of sound, right? It doesn't stay in the same, the same type of sound. I'm fucking losing my fucking mind. Where are you? When I'm so sorry. Anyways. You ever suck someone's nuts? Me neither. Not that there's anything wrong with it. But here's the thing. You know what's wrong? Staying the same, not changing your sound. And Job for a Cowboy, it seems like they've really progressed their sound with progressive music, technical music. In fact, it was interesting hearing that sound. Technical music. It's kind of popping off. I mean, Antheos, their album "Time Will Take Us All" dropped earlier this year. Fantastic album. There's something about it. I was into technical death metal longer than I was deathcore. Technical death metal. I was introduced. Let me mention them again. Obscura, their album Agony. Actually, potentially earlier was Gorguts. Potentially earlier. It might have been Obscura first. Because Obscura is, of course, named after the Gorguts album, Obscura. So maybe that's how I found Gorguts. But, that was back in 2016. To hear that sound popping off again, especially here, with some very mild deathcore elements, I think it's fantastic. It sounds nice. It's refreshing. And just the execution was done well. Done really well. I like the structure. I really like the structure. I'm in your walls.